Gearheads, strap in. We're sprinting through the world of wire strippers as we count down the top 5 picks. From budget basics to pro-grade precision, this list covers tools that can simplify insulation work, make clean cuts, and save you time. Today, I'm going to be going over the best wire strippers that you can get right now. All of the products mentioned are linked in the description, so check them out if you're interested in any of them. With that, let's begin. At number 5, we have the WGGE WG-015. This versatile tool opens the countdown with a bold claim. This is more than a simple stripper. It's a compact, all-in-one wire processing solution that blends precision with durability for everyday electrical tasks and hobby projects alike. Designers clearly prioritized ergonomic comfort. A sturdy, contoured handle that reduces fatigue on long sessions, a non-slip grip that stays secure even when your hands are a little sweaty, and a balance that makes one-handed work feel almost effortless. You'll notice the built-in wire stripper function performs clean, snappy extractions, while the integrated crimping and cutting edges handle both solid and stranded types with fair consistency across gauges. Tool's body is molded from a tough alloy that resists warping under heat or pressure, and the matched blade geometry encourages smooth entry into insulation without nicking the conductor. The result is a tool that suits electricians on job sites and tinkerers in a home workshop, offering reliable stripping ranges, predictable bite, and a forgiving feel when measurements aren't perfect. It's the kind of instrument that earns respect not with flashy claims, but with repeatable results, a quality you'll feel after a few cylinders of wire and a handful of terminals. From a maintenance perspective, the WGGE WG-015 is straightforward. Swapping blades or cleaning the jaw surfaces is simple, and the tool ships with a spare blade that reduces downtime on busy days. The overall design emphasizes balance and control, which helps you stay precise when stripping small diameter wire and makes it easier to line up the insulation with the stripping gauge marks. You can rely on this model to tackle common 18 through 22 gauge tasks with predictable success, and its cost-to-performance ratio sits comfortably in the mid-range, making it a smart first step before moving up to more specialized stripper cages or automation. Paired to the Hastronica self-adjusting wire stripper, which I have included as number 4 on this list, the WGGE WG-15 offers more manual tactile feedback and a steadier cutting edge in tight spaces, though it may trade a touch of automatic ease for that granular control in demanding wire configurations. At number 4, we have the Hastronica self-adjusting wire stripper. This model embraces modern automation as its core strength, delivering a nearly autonomous stripping action that adapts on the fly to the wire diameter without the need to adjust a separate gauge. Pressure and bite are calibrated to protect delicate conductors while still pulling insulation cleanly off tougher jackets, a harmony that's especially valuable for mixed projects that include both solid core and stranded cable. The self-adjusting mechanism reduces setup time, letting you focus on the task rather than chasing the perfect gauge setting. And the inclusion of color-coded gauge indicators gives you a quick visual cue before you grab the next length. Ergonomics are thoughtful too. Compact handles with a soft fighting grip that cushions your grip under load and a pivot point that minimizes wrist twist, making repetitive strips feel less like a workout and more like a precise operation. The tool's cutting edge is designed to remain sharp after many cycles, and the overall build quality reflects a commitment to longevity in professional environments. Safety features, such as rounded jaw edges and insulated outer shells, contribute to ergonomic confidence when working near live circuits, while the built-in cable cutter offers a secondary benefit that many cheaper models omit. Bulk stripping tasks, think service panels or multi-conductor bundles, the AutoJust feature shines, cutting through insulation with consistent speed and leaving a clean, uniform edge that minimizes the chance of skinning strands. Durability is reinforced by robust alloy construction, resistive coatings against corrosion, and a design that resists flexing under normal use. Price-wise, this model sits in a fair-to-good range, given the convenience of auto-adjustment and the reduction in manual fiddling. Paired to the WGGE WG-15, which I have included as number 5 on this list, the Hastronica's auto-adjust approach can save time in setups and may reduce user fatigue on longer jobs, but the WG-15's tactile feedback and stable performance in tight spaces can feel more controlled in some hands. At number 3, we have the Klein Tools 11061. Klein Tools line is renowned for durable, field-ready hand tools, and this self-adjusting wire stripper carries that philosophy forward with a refined, heavy-duty feel. First impressions come from the solid construction, steel jaws, reinforced pivot, and a polished finish that resists wear after repeated clamping and stripping of both solid and stranded wire. The self-adjusting action is smooth, with a consistent bite across a broad gauge range that typically spans from thin 18 gauge up to thicker 8 or 10 gauge wires, depending on the exact model variant you encounter. Jaw geometry is engineered to minimize nicking and insulation damage, a crucial feature when you're working with expensive sheaths or multi-component cables. Comfort is a standout. Cushioned grips provide a confident hold, while the balance of the tool allows you to work with your wrist in a natural, relaxed position, important for long service calls or days in the shop. The mechanism's alignment is precise, which translates into predictable stripping lengths and steadier processing of bundles as you move along a loom or a panel. Maintenance is straightforward. The tool opens wide enough to guide heavier cables. The blades are replaceable in some variants, and the design discourages rust with a protective coating. In real-world scenarios, this model shines when you prioritize reliability and a consistent strip without sail into the copper or aluminum conductor, paired to the Hastronica self-adjusting wire stripper, which I have included as number 4 on this list. The Klein Tools 11061 offers a more traditional, grounded stripping experience with slightly less automation, but a more tactile, rewarding sense of control for users who value manual feel over autopilot convenience. At number 2, we have the Klein Tools 11063W. This version of the Klein strip tool extends the brand's reputation with a design that blends robust stripping action and practical utility. The 11063W features a hardened jaw set and a pivot system that remains tight after heavy use, ensuring consistent performance when you're repeatedly stripping a series of wires in a row. The wire stop gauge is clearly etched, giving you reliable reference marks so your stripping lengths stay uniform across a workload. This is especially important in panel assembly or standardized harness work where precision reduces rework. Ergonomic consideration is evident in the handle shape, with contouring that fills the hand and cushions the grip under pressure, helping you maintain steady control on awkward or hard-to-reach wires. Even with larger bundles, you'll find the cutting edge remains respectful of insulation integrity, which minimizes the risk of nicking or weakening copper conductors during stripping. The tool is designed for long service life, and the combination of steel construction, corrosion resistance, and a practical release mechanism reduces hand fatigue and increases throughput on busy shop floors. Price and availability considerations make this model a workhorse for technicians who need dependable performance without the premium price of boutique import tools. Paired to the WGGE WG-015, which I have included as number 5 on this list, the 11063W emphasizes consistency and endurance, delivering repeatable results with less manual fiddling while still preserving that iconic Klein tactile feedback that many users adore. At number 1, we have the Owen VISE-GRIP 2078309. This flagship stripping cutter from a well-known brand brings a blend of industrial-grade durability and practical convenience that appeals to professionals and serious hobbyists alike. The 8-inch format strikes a balance between reach and control, offering a comfortable working footprint that fits across panels and inside narrow enclosures. Cutting jaw geometry is engineered to minimize insulation damage while still delivering efficient scoring and removal, which translates into cleaner terminations and less waste when you're finishing bundles or wires in telecommunication racks or electrical panels. The grip design emphasizes fatigue reduction, oversized handles, a textured surface, and a locking mechanism that can be engaged to hold a wire in place as you work through a strip and crimp cycle. Tool's build quality reflects a thoughtful approach to everyday field conditions. Surface coatings resist rust, the pivot holds alignments tightly, and the overall weight distribution feels deliberate rather than top-heavy. Beyond stripping, you'll discover the versatility of this tool when you need to pinch, crimp, or cut in a tight space. The VISE-GRIP lineage is known for retaining adjustment settings through repeated use, which matters when you're tackling a mixed bag of wirings and connector types. In real-world terms, this model is a reliable all-rounder for docked toolboxes and service calls where you value readiness and a robust mechanical feel over the occasional ultra-lightweight gadget. Paired to the Klein Tools 11063W, which I have included as number 2 on this list, the Owen VISE-GRIP 2078309 brings a heavier-duty, more aggressive stripping action that can be advantageous on thicker jackets, though it may require a bit more control and deliberate hand positioning on fine stranded work.